delivering some pig feed. And neighbors are out planting some beans. Nice. We aren't planting yet, but we will be shortly. By golly, if I believe it, it will happen. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Corn planters still giving us fits. But anyway, well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, if you guys want to get caught up, check out yesterday's video. But long story short, planter problems, corn planter problems. Lots of issues with it, but we think we got her pretty well ready to go. Hopefully after lunch, we will get moving. That's the goal, because we got some ground to work. We got some ground to work, I should say. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get moving. First crop's got it 60 mile an hour. I love it. Not much to check on, but crop is in minus 60 feet along this road. Because if you remember, we got to get that ditch fixed. So I told Nathan, he was already planting it, so I told him just to skip 60 feet from the driveway down to that ditch. That way they can have room for the county to go in there and get it taken care of. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get it done here soon. Neighbor is working his ground. They're gonna probably want to plant this here in the next couple days. Working all that manure in. I wonder what's going on here. Concrete, or they're doing something. Oh, we're fueling up the soil finisher, so someone's gonna start soil finishing. And it looks like we're pouring concrete back there. Yeah, pouring concrete. Nice. All right, let's go touch base with the boys, see what the plan is. Planter's coming out. So Nathan's gonna take off with this thing, head over across the creek and start working ground. We're gonna get the planter ready. Oh, yep. There we are. We're good. Filling up some seed. So we're trying to fill this guy up so we can get that ready to plant after lunch. And he's gonna lower this down. We can stick one pro box in. Filling up with some seed. Kind of see this what it looks like. That gray stuff you see, gray stuff you see is actually talc. It's just seed lubricant to kind of help the seed flow through the lines. So now just cleaning the box out. We only put one box in, so we split it in half. Pretty good. Okay, so now we're done. Now I'm just going to dump the rest of this stuff in over the top. He's going to pull ahead. Now we're done. We're filled up. He's ready to plant about 100 acres. Ready to roll. Just gonna put a bungee cord and strap this thing in. Breezy day, won't be doing any spraying, but we're by George, we're gonna start planting hopefully. Just putting fuel in. Okay, I'm gonna go grab Nathan. We're gonna swap out. Well, not swap out, but we're all gonna stop for dinner. You guys might be wondering why we're stopping for dinner. Well, yeah, I'm gonna grab Nathan. Well, Grandma's 94. No, 92. 93, something like that. She's in her mid-90s. She's not gonna be around forever, and she really enjoys making us lunches. So, and we enjoy having them, so that's what we're doing. We might sacrifice some productivity, but you know what? There's some things that are more important than productivity. There'll always be another day. It's always good to keep that perspective, so let's go grab Nathan. Well, here's Nathan. He's just got this going over here. Gonna work around over here below Deep Creek. Just got the outside round done and just about ready to start taking off down through the middle. This is where Pat's gonna go next, hopefully this afternoon. So we just went ahead and had lunch. Fantastic meal of, we actually had morels, wild morels. If you've never heard of them, look them up, they're phenomenal. We had some pork roast, mashed potatoes, and veggies. Now we're gonna hit the road. Let's go. One planting, one working ground, one doing anhydrous, and me getting the planter going. So Nathan's gonna get moving. I'm gonna help get Pat going because I'm the one that kind of knows the monitors and stuff the most. And Curtis is off doing anhydrous. He's got one more day of customer anhydrous to do. And then he'll get that off the bar and then onto the field cultivator. Let's see what else. Then like I said, I'll take over Nathan, and then he'll get planting beans. Please stay off your phones, people. We actually had a truck not paying attention on his phone and almost rear-ended this line of cars. Not like you couldn't see him from a mile away, but yeah, we're pretty dang lucky. Always got to watch out for construction workers. She's a breezy one today. Very breezy, so I can't spray for sure. Pat's just greasing the planter and Curtis is looking over that anhydrous bar. I am going to go ahead and put the new boundaries and stuff on the planting tractor. They found a pretty major issue with the anhydrous toolbar. Pin broke, pretty big pin too, so they're fixing that. I'm going ahead and messing with the boundaries here, put new boundaries in, so I have to delete the old ones and put the new ones in. Okay, I have no clue what the heck's going on with this thing. And the guy I was on the phone with for tech support from Kuhnau's, Jake, he said he's literally driving by right now, so he's gonna swing in. It's awesome. Okay, I think we got her. Cool. Good enough. Oh, gotta love the stress of starting stuff up. So fun. Well, here's the moment of truth. Let's get it going. Finally got the monitor set up. It's 2 o'clock now. We're gonna head over and give her a shot. Unfold it, prime everything. Priming basically means filling up all the meters with seed and then actually running the meters to fill everything up and have the system ready to go. Just like you prime a boom, your sprayer boom's ready to go from the get-go, your planter's ready to go from the get-go. So let's get it going. And while I'm here and I got time, I'm gonna start up this water just to get a little bit more in there. I'll make sure to shut that off here in about a half hour or so. It is very windy out too, so I do apologize if you can't hear anything, because I can barely hear something. Oh, this wind is horrible. I just about fell off the tractor. So we're gonna head over to the edge of the field, prime our units, making sure we're spitting out seed and insecticide on each one, and then we're gonna give her a shot. We're gonna flip on his hydraulics and start up all 3 fans. You got left side fan, right side fan, and the fan that actually pushes seed to the meters. You can hear seed going in. So you got a fan for the left side vacuum, fan for the right side vacuum, the fan to push the seed out. And the vacuums, what they do is they provide a vacuum pressure that as the meter spins, it actually sucks seed up against it. That way you can singulate the seed and drop it into the tube. So now we're just looking at seed. See, we got seed everywhere. Fuck, hey, that hurt. Smacked my head on that. That was fun. Ow. Check right depth. Yeah, that works. So now we're gonna go out and check our depth, see how we're doing. First corner's in the ground though.
far enough when you back up, then it doesn't get straight.
Yep, I see what you mean right there.
Yeah. I think it ain't bad. Should we try it?
Yep, I think it'll be alright. Well, we got the outside rounds done, so that is good. Whew. But now the bad thing is we're having issues with the soil finisher. A couple bearings locked up, so we're gonna have to go fix that. All the fun.
You're saying, oh, we should get down and look at it.
Yeah. So we had a couple bearings go out on our disc gangs on our finisher. So I guess that's what we're doing. Doing a partial rebuild. Whoopie. She's overflowing just a tick. And by I mean just a tick, probably a couple 100 gallons. Maybe not quite that much. Either way, good enough. Now I gotta basically take that hose out though, because if I don't, it'll back siphon the water all the way to the hydrant. And we don't want that. She's a little moist. Don't have any problem with the grass growing here. It's lack of moisture. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad indeed. Okay, now we're gonna shut the planter off. Whew, it is freaking cold in here. Spacing, fuel usage, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Anybody know, can I map my insecticide? That'd be really nice if I could map that or not. Anybody know that? Okay, well, I'm gonna shut this guy down because it doesn't need to be running while we're fixing stuff. But hey, we are, I don't know how many acres are on the board. Doing good though. Cool. We're 16 acres in. Well, we're waiting right now. Pat had to run up to the store to get another set of parts. So we're trying to rebuild those blades. Those blades are actually like a millimeter shorter, but when you add up 12 of them, you're 12 millimeters short. So that's not gonna work out very well. So we're just gonna put washers on for now, but the rest of the blades, we're gonna, when we rebuild them, we're just gonna need to get thicker blades. Fun. So we'll barely get that field planted probably. Hopefully it's starting to sprinkle, so I don't know what to think. Hey, our truck made it back. Took it to the dealership this morning, finally got parts in for the transmission, and they fixed it, and allegedly it's good to go. I say allegedly because they've told us that before. We'll see. Okay, we got that bearing fixed. Let's get moving. I apologize for you guys being so close. Hopefully wide angle helps. Just grab my drone because even though it's a little bit windy, might try to put it up a little bit later. All done. Let's skedaddle. There's the neighbor in their John Deere 8200. And look how much wind we have today. Jeez. A lot of guys out planting. Wish we had about 300 acres of corn in at this point, but beggars can't be choosers. We'll have 50 acres in, and Pat should be able to get started first thing in the morning tomorrow. Hopefully. Hopefully. Unfolding. Ooh, I got quite a bit to do here. Well, 35 feet, 5.5 miles an hour. I am going to be here for a while. A long while, but that's okay. 20 acres an hour. I should be done probably a little after dark. 9 o'clock, 9:30. Oof, this is some slow going. Very slow. Normally I have a 500 horsepower tractor on this thing with the cat. This thing's 340. Not great, but it is what it is. At least we're moving. Curtis should be getting a cat on the field cultivator here soon. Okay, there goes Nathan. He's going to start planting. I think he's going to work late tonight and try to get that bean field planted. And that one up there planted. So shoot, we're going to have more beans planted than corn here for a while, and we have twice the corn planted. But Pat's not going to be able to plant this tonight. I'm not going to get this done until dark, and I got to be done before he can start planting, because I finish with my end rows, he starts with his end rows, so just kind of is what it is. Pat's doing something with the loader, filling a ditch, or I'm not sure what he's doing, but we're moving. Slowly getting this thing done. I'm probably about half done. Hope we'll be done by 10 o'clock tonight. Oh, she's slipping pretty good. Yeah, Pat's just going along the ditch there and filling in washouts because we got some time. I mean, like I said, he's got an hour of planting and that's it, and he'll be done. And he'll start on this in the morning. Here comes a big old tractor. Sheesh, big old 9RX and a 40-foot VT. And that's the neighbors. So I sped up while I was going down that hill to 7 miles an hour, which is what we usually run this thing at when it's on the cat. And it looks a lot better. For going this slow, it just leaves it a little clumpy, but that's what it is. Oh yeah, she is digging in and slipping. See the soil types? That's the different colors that you see. Farm's pretty diverse. He was also knocking down some trees while he was over there. Cool. I don't see Nathan running yet. I don't even see the planter out yet, so I'm not sure what he's doing. Maybe that's Nathan in there, and Pat went to the south farm to do chores. Boss man stopped me and just wanted to make sure I'm doing a good job, which of course I am. That's just me. So I don't know, about a little over halfway done. Maybe not quite. Dust. Oh, we're making dust. Lots of it. Using our sunflower. I believe this is a 32-footer, a 35-foot finisher. Actually, I can tell you here in a second. Toolbox. Implement is whatever 400 inches divided by 12 is. Yeah, that's about, 35-footer, I'd say. Track's a little warm. Gonna do a quick walk around. I've been running for a little while. Check out this new disc, and then probably use the restroom too. Got a shovel, a couple sweeps that are getting pretty thin. Have to chain them out in the morning. I hope they'll make it another couple hundred acres. That shank is bent. That third one in. Yeah, so we got a little bit of work to do this guy in the morning. Or we might just say screw it and get the other one going. Okay, hit the road. And we were lucky we finished about 4:11. A lot going on right now. Pat just started planting again. Got about 17 acres down, so not too shabby. And the neighbors is doing their piece of ground just south of our place. Nice. Dropping the hammer, and Nathan, I'm guessing he went to the south berm, then he's gonna start planting beans this evening. Pat's got both his markers down right now. Must be cutting through the field. Nice. So I'm gonna fold up and actually head to this other field. And get this done before it gets too nasty. Rolling. Doing the outside round of this little piece. The big reason why I wanted to do that is because I wanted to do this, bordering this creek, when I still had daylight out. Yeah, not very fun at all. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this now, because that would have really sucked to do this in the darkness. But I'm really tempted to sacrifice myself and lose the light game, because it's getting hard for me to see. A little bit hard for me to see. But this 5 acre field is just about done. We'll keep finishing up that 100. This little chunk is done. Now we'll head back across and keep going. Pat lost the light game, I can already tell that. Let's go. Well, I'm back. Who doesn't love some good drone footage? I'm a little bit too late. Golden hour is definitely past. Golden hour, for those of you guys who don't know, is kind of where the sun's, 2 hours before dusk, between there and dusk, is when like the lighting is just perfect for drones. But like I said, I would just how it was in the field and how windy it was, I couldn't take it out earlier, because if you guys remember, it was extremely windy. And I'm honestly lucky the drone was able to stay up in the air like that. That's just kind of the nice thing about those DJI drones. So I'm running our 340 Magnum on our soil finisher. You really get a good view right here of what it's actually doing. It's chopping up that residue. It's packing it down with the rolling baskets. Then it's leveling it all out with the sweeps, kind of making a nice level seed bed. And there's a drag harrow behind it that essentially just kind of smooths out any of the clumps. Is it perfect? No. Could we absolutely upgrade it? Yes. But it is a great tool. Absolutely. We're very happy with it. So like I said, now we're Pat's actually just across Deep Creek, about half mile as the crow flies to the east. So he's planting away. You can kind of see he's just about done with this piece. He's turning around, and he's got a couple more swipes to do on that on the east side of that. No, sorry, north side of that field. But beautiful night for planting. Like I said, a little bit windy. I couldn't be spraying anything, but this is our first planted cornfield. You can kind of see this is on April 28th, and we have corn on the ground in April. That's always a good thing when that's the case. And unfortunately, Pat's gonna have to shut down here soon, as you guys can tell, or as you guys will see in the video, because we don't have the next field work. And right here was a really close call. I noticed it with like a second too late, and boom, I just about smacked my drone. So it's what it is. Well, I genuinely hope I don't run into anything, because I can't see crap out of this thing. And is it getting darker than I was expecting? I'm gonna be working this pretty late tonight, but we gotta get her work so that way Pat can get going planting first thing in the morning. Gotta stay in front of the planter, because like I said, he's gonna be shut down tonight. Hopefully he can get up early and have a good day. Also, I got my first bucket meal. Hamburger, ham sandwich, and chips. I love it. Yeah, I can see now. There is Sir Patrick. Just about done with that field. I am probably 3 hours from being done with this one. I severely underestimated that when I was guesstimating. I'm just about getting to the shorter rows. It'll go a lot quicker. This is the steepest part of the field, just a little hill. I gotta bump up on it because I don't have enough traction. It just spins out. So I bump up on the height a little bit. So instead of going 3 inches deep, I'm going 2.5. And Patrick is just about done. By the way, I hope you guys enjoyed that drone footage. Didn't really have time to do a whole lot, but got something. It was very windy today, so try to be careful with it. At least the wind's not straight out of the south, so I can see a little bit more now. Everything's looking good back there, so that's good. Don't see any clumps or any dragging or anything. Pat's just about done, and I got 25 acres left in this field besides the outside round, so that's a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's gonna be like 11 o'clock pretty easily. Well, at least the wind's not straight out of the south, so I can see a little bit more now. Everything's looking good back there, so that's good. Don't see any clumps or any dragging or anything. Pat's just about done, and I got 25 acres left in this field besides the outside round, so that's a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's gonna be like 11 o'clock pretty easily. So it sounds like Curtis just got done. He's gonna come take my spot because I usually try to get to work at 6 in the morning. Where I can be out of work by 11. Get up here to spray tomorrow. So I think the plan is Curtis is gonna take this over. So Pat has 105 acres he can plant right away in the morning. And then we're going to, keep planting. I think Curtis is actually gonna unhook the cat from the anhydrous bar. He's all done with that. And we're gonna hook the cat on this thing so that way he'll at least be able to have a chance to keep ahead of Pat. This thing's 35 feet, but he can go 7-8 miles an hour without having to stop. Pat is 60 feet wide, it's almost double this, but he can only go 5 miles an hour or so, and he has to stop for seed. Cool. And then tomorrow Nathan's gonna be slamming in beans, and I will be being the gopher in case if anybody needs anything, and I'll be spraying if they don't. Well, the planters are shut down. Nathan just got back from the South Farm, so he's not going to start planting here at 9 o'clock at night. I wish he would, but that's all right. And Pat's out of dry dirt, so moving. I'm the last one moving, I should say, and Curtis is going to take my spot here shortly. Well, there's my ride. Perfect timing. Curtis is going to swap me out. Got about 20 acres left, so he should be done probably 9 o'clock, probably by 11. Well, Curtis is taking over for me. He's working ground in the 340. Pulling our 35-foot soil finisher. Planters stopped right now because we're out of dry dirt. Thought we'd be getting rain, but we didn't. So we're kind of caught with our pants down, if you will. So got 105 acres that Kurt's just about done with. He'll be, Pat will be ready to plant in the morning. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is very breezy. Very. Curtis tapped me out, so we're gonna head back to the farm. There's the neighbor and working ground there, 9RX. Before we leave, we're actually trying to put a plate on the 3-point to make it stop swaying so much. So when we're actually down here, there's too much of a gap and it actually drags the planter to one side and you could be 6 inches off. So we're trying to put this plate in there to essentially make that a tighter fit. And I cannot find it for the life of me. How to bolt this thing up. Whew. Well, getting her loose. But it's already 9:30. I'm getting tired. I gotta get home. Well, that was fun. We actually had a decent day. Got some planting in. And tomorrow will be a bigger day. Could not get that 3-point thing figured out though. That's a very unintuitive, goofy, I don't even know if it's gonna work design. Guess we'll just have to see. Anyway, I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and talk to you now.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in this case, good evening. I am heading out to the turkey blind. In Iowa, we're in first season now, and we're in the second day of first season, and it is 4:30, and I have not been in the blind yet. I had meetings the last 2 days, so I got 2 days, but 2.5 days. If I hunt tonight, I was going to go quick check that blind I put out the other day and see if it's still standing. We've just had horrific windstorms here the last couple days. I tied it in good, but man, it's just been windy. So I'm hoping the blind is there. I was going to go in and check it and leave quick, but then I decided, well, just as well go hunt while I'm in there. But see, things are starting to green up in Iowa. These fields, this hay field here, greening up well. I'll take my time going in. If I hunt much tonight, I'll make a couple calls. Just make sure I got everything in the blind, and you know, if it happens to happen tonight, I'll certainly take a bird, but no guarantees. I'm gonna have 2 days. I'm gonna hopefully get out here very early in the morning tomorrow morning and give it a go. But coming up to the hollow I'm gonna hunt, I'm gonna be up not that far, up and around the corner. Probably just sit here a bit, make sure there isn't no turkeys crossing here, and then I'll walk in really slowly. What I don't want to do is bump something that's working here, but it could happen. And I got a little bit more equipment to get in. It's just been cold too in the mornings yet. So I'm gonna try to get out and get it done. So I'll probably videotape a little bit about the blind that I put up. I put that up at dark. Hopefully it's still there in the wind. And I might try to videotape the bird coming in if it happens. If it doesn't happen, I don't care. I'm gonna be sitting in the blind enjoying nature. Blind is in. This is what the blind looks like in the inside. The chairs, a lot of clothing. I'm gonna set up some decoys here. And then we're gonna start hunting. Got about 2 hours I can hunt here. Everything's here. The blind spun a little bit, but the wind didn't take it away. So some of my ropes got a little loose, but it's good to see it here. That's my decoy Gladys. There's Jake and Gladys. The big toms don't like Jake, but like Gladys. So I like to hunt them ethically and get it really close for a good shot. So I love to eat stir-fried turkey, so that's what we're after. And again, it's not about getting something, it's about enjoying the outdoors. I'm inside the turkey blind. Everything went good. Don't believe I disturbed anything coming in. The wind can actually be a little helpful that way. And I'm not deep in the woods. They're usually displaying on top of these hills. A few calls, but not a lot. Just try to be quiet for next half hour or so. Then I might make a little call, see if anybody's close. See my decoys, a little sunny out there, but that's all from the turkey blind for now. Like I say, I got some extra clothes all over in here. I got a heater. That's because the bud man uses a heater. I rejected it for years, but I finally got cold enough. I've taken my own heater in, so in the morning I'm gonna need the heater. So probably about 55 right now, but sunny, a little bit windy. This is the getup I've got. Again, I look like a camouflage stormtrooper, but here's my 2 calls that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this little call, Day Diane. I'll use it most of the time. I'll just make simple little I love you calls with that. And once in a while, I do have a gobbler call, and I hope to show you how that works. This is not a very good one, but it works. This one actually sounds like a Jake gobbling. So some candies, gun. I am perfectly situated and happy. Thunder gobble right here, right behind me. But then he followed the hand across the field and up, across and up. And up is where the bud man usually has his blind back there. He stopped to gobble and say, hey, you gotta come with, we're heading to the horseshoe, but I'm not going to the horseshoe. I'm staying and keep crossing back and forth behind my blind, which is kind of unusual. Usually they cross over right here and go up to the horseshoe. So you're walking across. Smell me, but didn't know where I was. She's also playing the head games with those decoys, Jake and oh, I got another deer coming in. Yeah, I'm out of the woods. What a fun hunt that was. really hopeful this camera and its sound can pick up that thunder gobble I had right behind the blind. It had a bird probably not 20 yards behind me. There's a rock right behind the blind, and the turkey was right behind that. Really nice tom. Couldn't ask for more in a hunt. I only hunted maybe 2.5 hours and had 2 toms that came within, that one was definitely within 20 yards. There was another one out there about 60 yards. A bunch of hens around me. Saw 2 deer. Heard the cardinals and the brown thrashers, and some geese went over, some sandhill cranes. It was just a tremendous night of hunting. Again, you don't have to get a bird to really enjoy turkey hunting if you like peace and you like to see nature as it is. I hope the video on the deer stomping by my decoys, Jake and Gladys, the deer do that a lot. They'll kind of headbutt, and they'll kind of drop their head and raise it real quick and stomp their feet when they see something like that. They don't know what to think. The deer went around me, but then it did smell me, I believe, but it didn't run off in a big hurry either. So I didn't hear where the turkeys roosted at. I was waiting for them. A lot of times you can hear them fly up at night, and they'll gobble right before they go to roost. So I have a feeling they're roosting quite a ways away from that blind, but I'm going to definitely be back in the morning. I got most of my stuff in there, but I need 2 things. I need a lighter for my heater because it's going to get cold tonight. It's clear sky. It's going to get cold. I bet it gets to freezing again tonight. So I am going to light that heater up. I did bring in some extra clothes tonight. So that's good. So I'm set up with the clothes. I just need to get the heater, and I want to bring my binoculars in. So there was a few things that were a little bit off in the distance. I couldn't tell exactly what they were. That's where the binocs comes in, and I'm going to be in there real early in the morning, probably somewhere around 4:30 or so in the morning, and we'll be in there and we'll see what we can do. It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow. So that's it from Jackson County, Iowa. Rigel right now, he's wondering why he didn't get a run earlier, but he's going to get fed, and I'm going to go to bed here real shortly, and we're going to go after him again tomorrow and hope I have half the hunt I had tonight.